Greetings to all the participants who are attending this second international conference. I would like to thank the management of American College for inviting me to be one of the speakers to this prestigious international conference. Here, I'm seeing the faculties, scholars, students, and practitioners attending this conference. I hope my input will help to nurture your relationship between your children or with your parents. If you have any questions at the end of my session, you can forward the question to your coordinators. Through them, I will be able to answer your questions. Thank you. Now I proceed to my PPT. So when you're talking about the parenting, so the parenting is as two stages in parenting, the first stage and second stage. First stage start from the prenatal stages. It's from the conception to the birth is the prenatal period. This is very important. Once it's completed, whatever damage is done during the pregnancy is difficult to rectify. So, according to neuroscience, many of the neurodevelopmental disorders also one of the contributing factor from the stress during the prenatal period. After this period, next parenting start from the birth to 18 years. 18 years is the end of parenting. It's an important period. So yeah, just now I was mentioning about the stress during the pregnancy. So the maternal stress play very important role. For example, if the pregnant women is under high stress due to the marital conflict or issues with in-laws, so that affects her psychologically, and the release of cortisol through placenta attack the growing brain of the child. So that affect the structure. It affect the structure of the brain. This is the message, strong message from our neuroscience research. And also is targeted two places. Target limbic system. That's an important way to carry the emotion. Okay, and also long-term damage to the brain. So what will happen? The stress regulating system in the brain will be weak. So later part in life, if they encounter any life challenges, difficult for them to manage it, and also easily they become victim to the depression and to the anxieties disorders. So what is a parenting? What is the definition of parenting? Raising, nurturing, preparing the kids. That is the definition of parenting. So we are preparing the children to encounter life challenges in future. In the absence of parents, they must be able to encounter and overcome any life challenges, because normally at the present time we cannot imagine the challenges that our children may encounter. So during that time, any challenges they must be able to encounter and manage, and not to be victim of the challenges. So, and also the important in parenting is protect them, protecting them from traumas, because the adverse childhood experiences play a very important role in affecting the child's mental health as well as the personality. So we have to free the children from trauma. A minor trauma maybe is okay, but major trauma and adverse childhood experience is very bad for the healthy growth of a child. So another important institution is family. Family play a very important role in child's life. Actually, the fate of a child's determined by the relationship, the healthy relationship in a family. So we normally will say they give many various reasons for fate, but psychology have indicated and proved that family play a key role in determining the fate of individual person. So in healthy family, you can see emotional stability is there for children. And also academic, you can see academic success. Without the emotional stability, you cannot see the children with academic success. And also I come across many children, many students and college students, they are academically doing well, but they have various behavior problem. They end up in addictions and many other life damaging activities. So healthy family play a key role. And then if they are coming from dysfunctional family, that's the worst. Dysfunctional family is a very bad institution for the healthy growth. Actually, sometimes the family become the criminal breeding ground for criminals. When you say breeding ground for criminals, the unhealthy family, this dysfunctional family, is the main breeding ground for such antisocial personalities in community. And then when we are discussing about parenting, so the childhood experience is very important. That's why the family play a key role. So the healthy family only can give the healthy relationship to the children. For example, there's a conflict, marital conflict in the marriage, and also other issues that affecting child psychologically. Then that bad experience or the adverse experience become trauma to the child. That very badly affect the children's mental health and also their personality and also their behavior when they grown up as an adult. For example, abuse in the family. So the abuse can be from the father or from mother or from anybody. In one case, there's one person, a grown-up person, married and is ready for divorce. He says, when I've grown up in a family where my single mother, I was brought up by grandparents, and also my grandparents focus on his son's children, not on me. So in such cases, I was beaten up. I was emotionally abused. Now what happened? He is unable to give love to his wife, and also psychologically affected. Now is become alcoholic due to the traumas, and also neglect also affect the children, childhood neglect, and then parental addiction, and also domestic violence, divorces, separation, extramarital affairs. All these are the childhood experience, adverse childhood experience affect the child psychologically, and also that lead into, for example, there's one questionnaire, ACES. If any person based on the statement he answered yes to minimum 2 or more, then there's a higher rate for that particular person go into smoking and alcoholism. 7 times higher possibility go into to become alcoholic, and also early activities and teenage pregnancy. Also, we can, based on the result from the questionnaire, if a person answers that questionnaire, based on that we can focus whether there's a possibility for suicide, possibility for any mental disorders, depression, anxiety, all that. So the childhood experience important. So the parents have the great role to play. They can provide them academically excellent, all the facilities they can provide, but they emotionally there's no bonding between the parents and children, they will be affected. This is an important message that parents should carry. They can be professional, they can be anybody, but the relationship, even they can be, the children can be living in the poverty, that also does not major effect. But poverty in relationship, it is a major effect to the future of the child. The fate of child will change based on this poverty in relationship in the family. And then case studies. In case studies, there's many I can mention, but due to time factor, I can't go one by one cases. Family trauma, sometimes father's imprisonment, separation, divorce, and also his abuse, his wife as a mother, and also struggle in depression, assault, all that. And also based on that, there's one case studies I can quote here. That's a granddaughter of Robert F. Kennedy. She not recently, in 2019, 1st August, she committed suicide. They are from a very number one family in US. That's what they call Robert Kennedy family. But she's very intelligent. This girl, 22 years old girl, very intelligent. She was studying in the number one college in US, and very friendly, very intelligent, socializations very good. He's helped so-called students and so on. But he ended up ending his life by committing suicide. What is the reason? The bad childhood, because he was under, the parents are separated, and then father was in prison for political reason, and then many traumas in the family. So genetic factors also play a key role. Due to that, he's committed suicide. That nobody can thought of that. So the childhood trauma play important role. The parents must take very serious note on that. And also next is the parenting style, also play a key role. So we have, for example, I can focus on three parenting styles. Authoritative, that's one. So here you have a high home and high control. This is accepted. So in this parenting style, the parents become a good listener to the children. Okay, they be good listener, and also they don't give orders, instruction, but they communicate effectively. They understand the emotion of the child. There's one person, that case I have seen, who came to me. He's a doctor, MBBS doctor. He was addicted to drugs since age of 18. When I checked with him, what's the reason you are coming from a healthy family? I mean, a happy family. I thought it's happy family because it's a well-to-do tycoon family. My father is having a very important portfolio in the community. But he told me, sir, I didn't receive, I didn't get healthy parents. What do you mean healthy parent? You say there's nobody give care and love, and they are not listening to me. I need parents who can listen to me. I didn't experience any of such experience in my life from my parents. So that affected him badly, and then end up in the addiction. Now he's currently undergoing the treatment. And then another one, authoritarian. Oh, this is another damaging parenting style that affect emotionally. Okay, you're too strict to the children. That you create fear. You're strict, and then low, warm, no love and care. Only focus on strictness. Okay, we can quote many cases. Another one, permissive, is very pampered child. So this free parenting is a very bad parenting style that affects the child's future. Okay. And then another one is environment, brain development. When you're talking about brain development, the positive environment play a key role. The structure of the brain, the chemical balances in the brain. There's a 60-70 chemicals being released in the brain. So that brain, that chemical must be stable. Okay. So only the positive environment in the family during the first 18 years, the childhood time, that give the formation of the right structure of brain for the child for future challenges. The stress regulating system will be active as they grow as a older and then become adult, any life challenges they can encounter, no problem. Okay. So what is the role parents play? That environment shouldn't create unnecessary stress to the child. Once in a stressful environment, the brain is closed down. They cannot have a healthy communication. Even academic performance will be also very bad. They cannot perform well. Okay, the brain clenches like a fist once the child is living in the stressful environment in the family. Okay, due to this reason, the family factors, children's research have proven that teens have mental health issues. 1 in 5 have mental health issues, but the parents are overlooking on that. They're not aware of that. They focus on academic stress. Many of the parents focus on academic achievement only can be the first priority for my children's future success. No, that's wrong. Many academically successful person have damaged their life due to the mental health issues and also high stress, academic stress, and also many other factors. Okay, and also suicide also among the teenagers 15 to 19 is quite high. All research has proven that suicide also one of the causes for death among 15 to 19. Why? They don't have much other issues, only the relationship issues that may play a key role, and also other academic issues and bullies in college, bullies in schools. All this stress affect the child's mental health and also their healthy thinking. And also the three stages, three period we can say. The 0 to 6 is a very important age. So 0 to 6, during the time, the healthy relationship in the family, who are the people involved in child's life, whether parents have enough time, a quality time with them, the child. First 6 years is very important. Mother role must be very effective. The same time, father role must be very effective. Father cannot be just a provider. He must be involved in child's life. So that's a first 6 years play role because the brain growing period, the neuron connections were very massive. Neuron connections was also during that period. By age of 5, 90% of brain is developed. Okay, and then the 6 to 12 is during the primary school. So in India also they start the education at the age of 6, but in Malaysia we start at 7. Okay, so the primary education during that time, if the academic stress or child's encounter various emotional problems in the family, all that effect. So that will lead into two and a half time. More likely they fall into psychiatric disorders. So this is a important period in their life. So the parent should aware of this, that whether my child is living in a healthy environment or not, whether we are a healthy parent to the child, whether the child feels that father is a hero and mother is a heroine. If they have that confidence, good. If they have a lot of stress and then they don't express and they keep it, that's affect them mentally and psychologically, and this lead to emotional health issues. And then next is all these experiences will lead in secondary when they reach their secondary education. After they become puberty, you can see the different person where their behavior will change. The result of all this bad experience will lead into various behavior issues during the after the once they become adolescent. So nurturing mental wellness is important. So parents have to play a key role focusing on mental health. When I'm in overseas, they're focusing more priority to the mental health of the children. If they are tired, they are providing room to sleep. They give more outdoor activities. They can go for what you call travel around tours and that, because the growing child's mental brain is important, and also the mental health is important. We have to provide the necessary conducive environment, relationship, healthy relationship that will contribute to the mental health of children. So next is puberty or the adolescent. So this is important period. All these childhood experiences lead into during this period, they will distract them into various unhealthy activities, and also the puberty will they will experience sexual desires, high sexual desire. So the female will focus on male, male is focused on the female. That's normal. And the courtship development also very common during this period. The parents must know how to technically how to manage the relationship during the time. Okay. So, and also the brain remodeling continue during this period. Actually, the neuroscience says the prefrontal cortex, or we call it rational brain development, start from 17, start to mature. So before that, they will be more emotional. They will look for love and care. At the same time, entertainment is their focus. There's a high possibility to damage their life before 18. But after 17 only, the rational brain start to mature, and then they can think whether whatever I am doing is right or wrong. And then love relationship. Okay, there's a research by one of the university in London, University College of London, have confirmed love is blind is true through their brain imaging research. Because once the teenagers in courtship, they very strong love. Okay, during that, the massive release of few chemicals, love chemicals, lead them into addiction period. So they become addict. Is similar to the person taking cocaine. They have done a research. A person taking cocaine, the same brain is activated, or particular area is activated during a person when he take cocaine, a drug. The same time, they have done a research, brain imaging research on young people or whoever is it, adult, in very serious love or courtship, very close. Once they become very close, they've done the brain scanning. So they found out that same place, even the person, when the person taking drug, the particular area is activated. The same time, person involved in love, that particular same place activated. So it's concluded that they are in addiction period. That's why sometimes they make mistake during this period. Okay, and also they don't explore much about the opposite sex, their partners. Suppresses critical thinking ability during this period. And these hormones cloud judgment in early relationship. And also make deposit and avoid withdrawal. Love bank. And during this time, there's a lot of deposit. Love and care will be there. So they lead into addiction period. But after marriage, that's why normally we say 20% they exhibit all the best quality during the courtship. But if they have any bad qualities, defective behaviors in them, it will be released, it will be exposed after marriage. After marriage. Okay. So once a love bank is empty, love bank is full, they will be happy. After the marriage, when lot of withdrawal, lot of contempt, criticism, stonewalling, all this one lead into withdrawal. So once the love bank is empty, then the conflict will start. it may lead to marital issues, and then they cannot focus on the children's growth. As a parent, they cannot focus, they cannot be a healthy parents when they have a lot of withdrawal in their marriage life. Okay, when empty, a love bank is empty, they become a stressful parent to the children, and also stressful partners to both of them, that affect the marital life. Okay, so how to strengthen the love, how to make the love flourish after the marriage, at the same time how to give love to the children. That's important. As in parenting, the parent should focus on love. How to, what are the way, what are the activities that strengthen the love between parents and children? First thing is Gary Chapman. I met Gary Chapman in the US during a conference personally. He's a nice man, very humble man. Then I have I have a good chat with him, and also he gave me his book to me, The 5 Love Languages. Okay, first he mentioned about the quality time. What is the quality time between children and parents? You must find when as a father enter the house, when he's scolding the children, why you're sitting there, why you're watching TV, why you're not doing homework, why you're not reading. So this type is not a quality time with the child and father and children. Okay, so as long as same as a mother can be housewife or working woman, but what is the quality? The time they spend with the children is important. You must create various activities in order to spend more quality time with the children. That's one. It's one of the main love languages. Okay. Another one, receiving gift. For example, her birthday, the child's birthday. So you just focus with a surprising gift, giving surprising gift. Then sometimes their love language will be receiving gift. So you focus on that. And also the word you're using daily life, lot of condemn words. You're accusing, condemn. You must have a very healthy and loving and caring words with your child. That's important. For that, the parent must be emotionally stable. Then only they can express their love very positively to the children. The third is act of service. For example, your child, a boy, is repairing his bicycle. As a father or mother, you can go there and tell him whether they can help him and help him to do the repairing work. So that is an act of service. It's kind of relationship building closer with the child. You understood the need of the child. Another one is physical touch. Physical touch is very important. When you're walking out with the children, you must hold them. When you're sitting in a sofa watching TV or whatever you're doing, why not you hold, you cuddle them? All that touching is play very important role. It strengthens the love, bonding. Okay, without the physical touch, there's no bonding at all. This play important role. Even for example, the Indian community wants a child, girl, become mature. The closeness of father there will be a gap. He don't go closer with the daughter. He would think that my wife will take care of my daughter. My role is as a provider. No, father, lifelong until death, you're a father. So you have to play a key role and have a close relationship with the daughter. So the daughter should feel that any issues, if a love issue, whatever issues, I must be able to speak to my father. My father is there to ready to help me. So he don't condemn, he don't beat me. Okay, he's a very open-minded person. If the child have such father, that early love issues will be absent from the children. This is important. Okay, and a word of affirmation. Normally, all the parents must check. If you speak to a child, one sentence, you just check whether the sentence will impress a child or hurt the child. That's important. You must give lot of what you call praise them, okay, encourage them, praise them. That's a word of affirmations. So all this one lead to the what you call parent-child bonding, very strong bonding. So this is such situation will give healthy growth for the children, and then they will be successful person in life academically, or even they are weak in academic, they will be anyway, they won't damage their life. Okay. So that's one case studies. Many case studies, academic failure, emotional distress, and unresolved family issues. There's one person I met, is a what do you call? He received government scholarship for his medical seat in Malaysia. It's not easy to get a medical seat in Malaysia. 18 Indians received medical seat during that period. So this person received government scholarship because academically achieve a high standard of result, but unable to continue the education. He drop out. He become a dropout. Why? He start to hear voices, hearing voices, because due to the childhood traumas that affected him mentally, lead into psychiatric disorder, and he was under medication when I met him. So he told me, what is the reason? Mother told me, sir, I have two boys. If I don't have these two boys, I would have committed suicide long ago, because very stressful marriage life, as also abused by the in-laws. Mother was abused by seriously abused by in-laws, and also father is alcoholic, and then used to beat, and you used to sleep at the corridor after once he become addicted. So that person, this situation, this trauma affected him mentally, that lead into psychiatric disorder. He was under medication. So the important, academically they can be achiever, but he don't give the healthy childhood to the child at any time, that will damage their life. They will damage their life through addiction or through mental disorders. So the ACS, just now I mentioned about ACA, chronic disease. It will lead to chronic disease, ACS. If we have a score 4 and more, they fall under high risk. So there's possibility for suicide, possibility for become alcoholic, and also drug addict, depression, anxiety, and various other issues. So the childhood trauma is very important. The parents have the role, very important role, to take care of and protect the child and reduce the trauma if possible, make it absent, no absent, no childhood trauma in my child's life. We are a healthy parent. That's important. So sibling rivalry is also another important. For example, there's one child, the age different about 2 to 3 years, and also the way you treat the second child, that affects psychologically the first child. So the parents should take care. They will say, we equally treat the child, but only the child know whether I'm getting full attention from my father and mother or not. They are giving more focus, more attention to my sibling, the younger one, not to me. So these type of emotional issues affect them psychologically, and also there's a lead to mental disorders. So sibling rivalry is a very serious problem. All parents must seriously think whether there's a existing sibling rivalry in the family or not. Better to have a monthly family meeting. I recommend strongly for monthly family meeting, so they can openly speak. During the speak, you have a condition, not accusing anybody if they had made any mistakes. You must be very friendly, open-minded, so everybody can express their emotion and feelings and share, that they get solution during this family meeting. It's become a therapy, very good therapy. Okay, research have proved that this is important. If possible, do it weekly. If a time, parents should take a time weekly to conduct family meeting. Whoever involved in grandparent, whoever involved, everybody must sit together and run at least half an hour meeting, half an hour to 1 hour. Okay, and also the father role I have mentioned earlier. Father role is very, very important. If the father emotionally attached to the children, that affect the child, affect the is what do you call IQ. Improving the IQ is the role of father have played a key role in improving IQ. They have done some research on that. Okay, and also the once the father's small emotional bonding very strong with the children, they will take care of the image of the family. They don't damage the image of the family. They don't do any damaging activities or damaging behavior in order to spoil the name of the family. So the father has a role, not just a provider. Okay, and in many Indian families, we seeing absent fathers, effective fathers. When I was in US, there's a center for fathering where the fathers before become fathers, they go for training. They attend training how to be an effective father. Most of the research have proven that effective father is important in child's life, not just a provider. Traditional father become a provider, but effective father have an emotional bonding with the children that's lead to healthy growth of the children. They will be academically and successful as also success in life. Okay, they become good leaders in future. Okay, an absent father that lead into various issues. If even this one researcher says that in 10 during 10 females who have reached the puberty, 7 high possibility if there's an absent father in her life, high possibility they will fall into love in early age and commit for marriage. These are some studies have said that. So there's a role of father is very, very important. Okay, word of wisdom: parent must be parents. Obama, former U.S. president, have said. Barack Obama have said that parent must be parent. You can focus, you can give priority the academic achievement. You can give spend millions of dollars for the education. But if you don't parent, you don't be a effective parent in child's life. Always this investment always. They can be a professional. That's what I mentioned to you. Person at the age of 18 start to take drugs, although he become an MBBS doctor. He studied in Russia, MBBS doctor, but now he become addict. He's under treatment. Why? Because no healthy childhood for that person. Okay, so parenting is important. So mental fitness is as vital as a physical fitness. So parents don't only focus on the physical health, their mental health is very silent. We must focus on the mental health is very, very important. Okay, whether we are playing a key role in developing the mental health of the child. For example, you can give a exercise to your child. Give them a piece of paper, ask them to write one column father, another column mother. Okay, let the child say what are the likes of the father and what are the behavior that the child don't like, dislikes, like and dislike. Same thing to the mother, like and dislike. If the dislike list is longer, then you have a problem. The child has a problem, emotional problems. Many of when I've checked with many of the students, I got 1,000 over survey I've done. They say most of them says likes is one or two only about the parents. Dislikes, long list. There's one girl was telling me when my mother get angry, whatever she get in the hand, she will hit on me. The father said about the father, he can buy if I need a $200 ring a shoe, he will buy for that for me. But at the same time, he condemn me in front of friends. Okay, you slap me, hit me, condemn me in front of friends. That's all long list. So, if possible, you try out this exercise to know whether you are in a right track or not. The parents are right track, whether you're totally in a conducive relationship with the children. It's important. You must do the test because they are judge. They know whether my father and my mother, whether they are doing the right thing, they're giving right attention to me, or they're abusing me. They know, but they don't speak out. They suppress the anger. This anger will lead into other issues when they grown up. Okay. So breaking the cycle solution. Okay. Authoritative parenting is important. You must be a good listener. We can call it emotionally intelligent parenting. We say you understand the emotion of issue. If there's an issue, there's a failure. His mark dropped in his maths, for example. You speak to him, find out the reason, let him speak out, and then find a solution for how he can rectify to improve the mark. Not instruction. Oh, because you're watching TV, you're spending more time in social media, because of that you fail in the maths. No, don't accuse. Okay, you must be a good listener. Let the children make decision. Okay, that's important. And then you check whether about the ACA, adverse childhood experience, is very important. Recognize and address them. Okay, if there is issues like that similar, you must focus, give priority and focus to solve the problem. And also trauma. Sometimes the children with the trauma, they have to go for trauma therapy. There's many experts in this field, psychologists. Okay, they conduct trauma therapy. This trauma therapy play a key role. At least there's an intervention. Okay, if prevention fail, intervention, trauma therapy also play a key role. And also attending marriage course and even pre-marriage course also is important. Even the parents before, because a lot of marriages in conflict due to the because the parents are becoming the husband wife coming from different family of origin, different experiences. They carry emotional baggages. Due to that, lot of conflict in marriage. It's better to go. I strongly recommend that we must introduce pre-marriage education to them. In Malaysia, for Muslim, they have a pre-marriage education, and also we are working out for non-Muslim to make it compulsory pre-marriage education for non-Muslim. The divorce rate among Malaysian Indians is quite high. So that's why we recommend pre-marriage education. That will help also when they become parents to be healthy parents. So strong marriage, for strong marriage, strongly recommend the pre-marriage education. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you. I hope I've covered the topics. Maybe this input will help you to strengthen your relationship and nurture your relationship. If there is any questions, you can go through your coordinators in order for me to answer later. Thank you very much.